How and when did the Parkview Family YMCA start, and why was it important to the community?
Yeah, so the Parkview Family YMCA, we actually opened here in January of 2001. And really at that time, the North Corridor of Fort Wayne was a much more rural area, a lot of farmland and fields. And I think YMCA leadership at the time and supporters really saw this as a way to extend wellness and recreation youth development kind of gathering places into the north part of Fort Wayne, especially as people were beginning to have housing developments come out here and just neighborhoods growing in this area. And so they wanted to be able to thrive and have a place for people to be able to come together and do community.
How has the Parkview Family YMCA changed since it first opened?
Yeah, actually when we first opened, the building was roughly 70,000 square feet, which is already a nice large building. And uniquely, it also had a Parkview Health physical therapy clinic in it as well at this front kind of area of the building. But as we know, the North Corridor of Fort Wayne continued to develop and kind of grow. The YMCA really identified opportunities to start kind of adapting and growing with its community. And so actually between 2008 and 2012, they added about 10,000 more square feet to the facility. And they did that through additions of racquetball courts, making our fitness center larger, additional locker rooms, adding on the splash pad. And so just really kind of, growing as a facility to meet the growing community we were sitting in was a really important thing. And then even as soon as most recently this past May, we included 24/7 access to our facilities. And so that just shows again, kind of meeting that growing demand of the community we sit within.
What can we learn from this branch's past that helps guide the future?
Yeah, I really think growth and change are inevitable. So it's really necessary to stay flexible and be willing to adapt where necessary. The world around us changes more quickly than ever. As we know, we're in a really technology-driven world. And even when the Parkview Family Y opened in 2001, within 7 years, they were already needing to do their first renovation because of the growth of the community. And to adapt, we needed to meet the growth of that. And so I think something that will help guide into the future is organizations and businesses remembering to stay flexible and be willing to adapt like that. Be prepared for growth, especially if your community around you is doing the same thing. That should kind of be a nod of a time to be thinking, oh, we might need to do the same thing.
How is Parkview Family YMCA doing today, and what are some of their successes?
Yeah, so I think the Parkview Family YMCA is doing really well. We serve the upwards of 18 to 20,000 people through memberships or programs. The most recent edition of our 24/7 access has continued to help us really stay on trend and meet people where they are. We've got a wide range of amenities, and so that's really helped us stay strategically positioned too in our market because we offer not only a fitness facility and gymnasiums, but we have a pool, sauna, steam room, we have before and after school care rooms, we have daycare when you're here working out, and so we have all of these different amenities that I think situate us very uniquely in our industry. And then most recently we completed what I would call a natural playground. And so we call it our natural playscape. And it's where kids can get outside and play unstructured, using their imagination, and just kind of a free form of play instead of it being so guided by playground equipment.
Is there a story or moment from the Parkview YMCA's history in Fort Wayne that inspires you?
I just thought honestly, like every day there are stories or moments that just really inspire me, and everyone that walks through our doors is on a different, unique journey. In some way, shape, or form, the YMCA is also playing a part in that. So for some, working out at the Y is helping combat depression or maybe some kind of health concern. For some others, coming into the facility, being able to put their kids in child watch is giving them the much needed the time they need as a parent to go work on themselves. We also have people that come in the doors where we're their only social interaction in the day. And so that's a really important role to play in someone's life. So there's really so many reasons that people need a place like the Y, and I really find each of them inspiring. And it's actually what keeps me wanting to come to work every day and continue to make the YMCA a really special place for people.
If you could share one message about the Parkview YMCA of Fort Wayne with the community, what would it be?
Yeah, I think it's just really that we want to be a part of your life. whether it's helping you do the healthier lifestyle, that most people come here for, but it's also just to provide a place to build relationships and connections, watch your children grow and develop through programs that we offer, such as youth sports. It can even be a place to work, and so we just really want to be a part of people's lives. We want to be a part of your story and a part of your journey.